History holds the answers, or does it? From forgotten maps to ancient secrets buried in plain sight, the world's greatest mysteries remain unsolved, and the truth lies hidden, waiting for you to uncover it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Histories, Mysteries, and Conspiracies. Season 2, Unraveling the Unknown. Where the past isn't just a story, it's a puzzle. Are you ready to piece it together? The most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, is not Eureka. But that's funny. Isaac Asimov. The Fuente Magna Bowl. Nestled high in the Andes Mountains at over 12,500 feet above sea level, Lake Titicaca is one of the most breathtaking and mysterious places on Earth. Straddling the border between Bolivia and Peru, it is the largest navigable lake in the world and has long been considered sacred by the Andean peoples. Legends speak of gods emerging from its deep waters and of civilizations rising and falling along its shores. But in the late 20th century, something was discovered near Lake Titicaca that could change everything we thought we knew about ancient contact between the old world and the new. A single artifact, a ceramic bowl, with writing. Not just any writing, Proto-cuneiform script, the ancestor of the world's oldest known writing system. This is the story of the Fuente Magna Bowl, sometimes called the Rosetta Stone of the Americas. The bowl was reportedly discovered in the 1950s on the Chua Hacienda near Lake Titicaca in Bolivia. A Bolivian farmer uncovered the artifact while digging, not uncommon in this artifact-rich region. The bowl eventually found its way into the Museo de Metal Preciosos in La Paz, where it sat for years, unstudied and mislabeled. It wasn't until the 1990s that Bolivian archaeologist Max Portugal Zamora and later researchers Humberto Pacheco and Clyde Winters began to shine a spotlight on the bowl's baffling inscriptions. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary ceremonial bowl with engravings and figures, possibly of deities, carved into its surface. But on closer inspection, scholars notice the strange symbols inside the bowl. Unlike anything associated with known Andean writing systems like the Quipu, these characters strongly resembled Proto-cuneiform, the very early pictographic script developed in ancient Sumeria around 3000 BCE. Dr. Clyde Winters, a controversial figure in historical linguistics, claimed the writing could be read using Sumerian and Libyco-Berber roots. He translated it as a dedication to the goddess Naya, an early name for the Mesopotamian fertility goddess Inanna. If true, that would make the bowl a religious artifact, possibly used in temple ceremonies. But how could writing from ancient Iraq appear in Bolivia? It challenges the core of what we believe about pre-Columbian isolation, the idea that the Americas developed entirely independently from the Old World until 1492. This isn't just about one bowl, it's about whether trans-oceanic contact occurred thousands of years before Columbus. Not surprisingly, mainstream archaeology rejects this claim. Dr. John Hoops, a respected archaeologist from the University of Kansas, has pointed out that the provenance of the bowl is highly questionable. There is no detailed excavation record. It wasn't cataloged or studied when it was supposedly discovered. In short, the chain of custody is shaky, and without that, the bowl's legitimacy is hard to verify. Many scholars suspect the Fuente Magna Bowl may be a modern forgery, created to appear ancient using stylized writing that mimics early Sumerian. They also note that the bowl's script is a strange blend of multiple writing systems, which would be highly unusual for a legitimate artifact. But alternative researchers see it differently. Clyde Winters argues that there was an Afro-Eurasian presence in the Americas long before Columbus, possibly including Sumerians, Libyans, and even West Africans. He and others point to the Olmec heads, Mesoamerican myths, and map anomalies as signs of early contact. The Piri race map, 1513, which some believe includes parts of Antarctica and South America, is often cited as evidence that ancient mariners had detailed knowledge of the New World. Some also reference al-Idrisi's 12th century maps and early Arabic descriptions of land across the Atlantic. Researchers like Humberto Pacheco suggest that ancient trade routes may have stretched across the Atlantic, possibly using ocean currents and island hopping techniques. Some even speculate that Lake Titicaca itself was once a ceremonial center for an international trading network, connecting South America with Africa and Mesopotamia. Proto-cuneiform is not easily faked. It's a complex system of pictographs used during the Uruk period in Mesopotamia, long before classical wedge-shaped cuneiform evolved. It was used mainly for economic and religious records, temple offerings, grain counts, livestock lists. So if the Fuente Magna Bowl's writing is genuine proto-cuneiform, it means someone had to know not only how to write it, but also what it meant. That's no small feat, especially in 20th century Bolivia. But here's the challenge: provenance. The bowl was not excavated under scientific conditions. It was found by chance. There's no carbon dating on the bowl itself. No other artifacts with similar inscriptions have been uncovered nearby. That doesn't mean it's fake, but it does mean the evidence remains inconclusive. So what do we make of the Fuente Magna Bowl? A genuine relic from a lost global civilization? A clever hoax? Or something in between? A misinterpreted object, waiting for the right key to unlock its meaning? We may never know, but in a world where discoveries are buried in plain sight, the bowl reminds us that sometimes mystery is the map. What do you think? Was there an ancient global civilization that connected Mesopotamia to the Americas? Or is the Fuente Magna Bowl simply wishful thinking? Let us know in the comments. And remember, history is written by the discoverers, not just the victors. Bravo. Select an option for more.